Do not sleep on this show. Do not. Okay, this is exactly what fans have been clamoring for from Riot for a long time. And believe me, whether you love or hate League of Legends, whether you've never played it before, or you're like rank platinum or diamond or some crazy thing like rank master, this show is fantastic and you can enjoy it. It stands on its own legs. Let's hit them streets. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Jose, aka TheNYCGeek, aka TNG, aka the guy who has been on that boat that I just described, begging for years for Riot to please, Riot, give us an animated story. Please, give us an animated story detailing the rich setting that you have, okay? Riot puts out some of the best cinematics out there, on par with Blizzard, which, again, shitty company and expansion aside, you cannot deny how fucking awesome the cinematics were for Battle for Azeroth. For all of Blizzard's cinematics are just fucking top notch. Like, and many people said, like, why didn't you just use these cinematics instead of trying to cast that movie that they did years ago? But whatever. Anyway, but this is the same here with Netflix's new animated show, Arcane. Riot is just, wow. This is A-game stuff from them, okay? And whether you love or hate League of Legends, the game, which I personally love the game. I do. I love the game. I acknowledge how shitty the player base can be because, man, you want to see the depths of toxicity. You take a swim in a ranked game of League. It's a whole other level of delicious. Holy shit, is it bad? It's fucking bad. But putting your feelings for the game itself aside, the world of League of Legends, Runeterra, has always been vibrant. Always. Vibrant and interesting. Whether it be the pirate-ridden port city of Bilgewater or the harmonious and magical lands of Ionia, I've always wanted to see more of that world. And I've always wanted to be in that world. And it's tough to keep up with Riot storytelling because, one, League of Legends is a MOBA, and two, the story kind of gets retconned and changed about here and there. So I've always wanted for them to make out an MMO. I've always wanted an MMO from Riot that sets down its official lore and that I could put myself in that fucking game. But in the meantime, we have an amazing show over on Netflix. Holy shit. I cannot sing its praises enough. Okay, Riot has put out 3 episodes so far, and what's going to be a weekly show for up to 9 episodes, which in itself to me is great. I know a lot of people love to binge Netflix shows, but for me, I prefer waiting weekly. I like the build-up. I love having those water cooler conversations, with friends on what's going to be happening next week, building up your own theories, being like, oh, did you notice this or that? I like that. I'm a fan of that. I've always been a fan of that. So as an early heads up, right now, as I said, there's only 3 episodes. If you want to wait over a month for the other 6, you can do that. But I think you would be doing yourself a disservice passing up on this. It's awesome. And there's enough things to watch on Netflix that you can wait the week. But now for the series, for now at least, it primarily takes place in Piltover and Zaun. Piltover is this thriving city built on progression and technology, while Zaun is a large undercity that lies below Piltover. And it has all the familiar beats of that type of like above city and undercity mechanic that you've seen in writing before, like in Battle Angel Alita with Zalem and Scrapyard. So you've seen those kind of story beats before. The people above live very well, and the ones underneath live off the scraps that they get from above. Now, you don't need to know who any of these characters are. You don't need to. If you are a novice to Runeterra, that's fine. This show is an origin story for several of its characters, particularly Vi and Jinx in this first trio of episodes. And from the look of the previews, probably for the rest of the season, there's other characters who are also getting fleshed out. If you know League, you'll recognize characters such as Jace, Victor, Echo, Heimerdinger, Ryze, Caitlyn, even Singed. There's plenty of those like There's plenty of those like, oh, look at that character moments for those who are familiar with the, game, while never leaving like a newcomer to the series feeling like, wait, should I know who the fuck that is? No, you'll never feel like that. You'll never feel like that. It just feels like a great Easter egg for someone that's like, oh, look, I mained that person. Oh, that's my main character in the game, So it's little things like that. And I'm really enjoying the story being told here. It's not revolutionary, and it doesn't need to be. It never needs to be. The important for me in a story is that the narrative is being told well. I might guess where the ending is going. That's okay. If I'm enjoying the ride, it's never about the destination, but the journey to it that matters. That is the brunt of your storytelling. Beginning, end. How the fuck are you getting there? That's the brunt of your storytelling. So if that's being told well, that's what matters. And I'm gonna be honest. The show has circumvented already several moments where I've had like, one of those like, I know where this is going kind of thing. I know what's about to happen. No, I'm not going to ruin it. I will not ruin it. But I thought I saw a handful of things coming down in episode 3 all the way from episode 1. And I was pleasantly surprised they didn't go those routes. So good on them. Even better. And a big thumbs up on the amazing art style for this show. I haven't seen something like this before. I haven't. And I've seen a lot of anime and animation, so I'm trying to place that style. I'm trying to see if maybe in my brain have I seen something like this, but I can't. It almost looks painted, like concept art. Like it's almost like they took concept art and they painted and they brought that to life. It's less 3D looking than the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And it really evokes that feeling of like you're watching a comic book actually come to life. So I love it. I love the art style. And the music is good too. The music is good. Nothing that has made me been like, man, I need to download this beat. But, it does get the job done. It sets the mood, and that's all it needs to do for me. So do yourself a favor. Check out the show. Season 1 is going to be 9 episodes with 3 already out, which my guess is that they're probably all going to take place in Piltover and Zaun. Maybe we'll get some other shots of other locations, but like they could easily make future seasons take place in those other locations. So my guess is that probably season 1 is just going to be Piltover Zaun. Maybe you'll get a snap of Noxus or something else, but they could take season 2 and have it be like set in Bilgewater. And as I said, Bilgewater is like all about pirates and all that stuff. And it could be, Gangplank, Misfortune, Graves, Twisted Fate, those characters. Or they could set it in Ionia and show the stories of like Shen, Irelia, Master Yi, Akali, so forth. Or you could do the Freljord and have Ash and Lysandra and Sejuani and oh my god, I cannot remember the Berserker character who Tryndamere. Oh my goodness. There we go. It came to my brain. But yeah, so like I think that's what we're mostly going to get. We're going to get seasons that take place. Each season will have its own location focus. And maybe they'll each be 9 episodes. It's a great format. I love it. They give you enough because each of the episodes are about 40 minutes. So they give you enough within 3 episodes to binge it. You get 3 episodes that you can binge, whet your appetite, and be like, hey, now tune in for next week. And that's the kind of stuff that Netflix honestly needs to do because that's what Disney Plus does. They put out episodes weekly, and Netflix, they have their binge thing, but, it's kind of a pain in the ass for them, not for us. When you sub up, you binge a show, and you're like, okay, I finished it all in a week. I don't need, I can cancel my subscription or something. No. You want to drag that out. I'm sorry, but Netflix and them need to make money too. It keeps these kind of shows afloat, and it keeps this new kind of content coming. So, yeah, I think this is a perfect formula, though. You get 3 episodes to binge in, and then just stay tuned for the next 6. So do yourself a favor, check out the show. If you've been enjoying the content, if you're enjoying my thoughts, please leave a like, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. I try to respond to everybody, and thank you as always. Please take care of yourselves and stay safe.